Before we bought our properties here in the UK, the whole idea of getting a mortgage felt intimidating. Even though I grew up here, no one ever really explained how mortgages really work, and it felt confusing and far more complicated than it should really be. And I know for many immigrants or anyone who's new to the UK system, it can feel even much harder to understand. So guys, and also just to put it out there, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a mortgage advisor. I'm just sharing this purely from my experience as a property owner and investor. So today I'm breaking mortgage down in the simplest form that anyone can understand, and the way I wish someone had explained them to me years back as a young person who obviously is potentially thinking about buying. Oh, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Jane Chizo. I talk about finance, career transformation, and digital business, from real and lived experience. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also click your notification button so whenever I put out a new video, you'll be notified, and leave a comment so we can support more people navigating this journey. So guys, let's dive into it. So you ask, what is mortgage and how does it work? Thanks for asking. Well, a mortgage is basically a long-term loan and from a bank or lender to help you buy a home that you obviously would repay monthly over a period of time. And it's not a trap, it's really just a structure. Okay, let's look at the basics, right? You save a deposit 5 to around maybe 20% usually. The bank lends you the rest. You pay it back monthly, similar to rent. But after 25 to 35 years, the home is fully yours. So in the simplest term, it's like renting with an end goal. Every payment that you make is building something. So I hope that explains what a mortgage is. I'm sure you often hear people say that mortgages are a scam. I've heard it myself so many times too. You're just buying, you hear them say you're just buying a debt. You owe, the bank forever. You don't actually owe the property. The bank can take over the property at any given time. But most of that comes from misunderstanding. As you know, rent disappears every month. With mortgage payment, you build equity, meaning you're slowly buying more of the house. And for many people, the real scam is paying rent for 5 to 10 years with nothing to show afterwards. So of course, buying is not for everyone, but mortgage aren't the enemy. Confusion is. Another term that I found quite confusing before I purchased my property was remortgaging. I thought, what's that? Yes. Some people can, be scared when they hear words like this, but it's normal. Most homeowners will remortgage every few years when their fixed rate ends. So remortgaging means switching your current mortgage to a new deal, usually to save money. People will often remortgage for a better rate, to reduce monthly payments. They can potentially move to a different lender or release equity for renovation or maybe for emergencies or even to buy, maybe as a mortgage to purchase another property. So you see, remortgaging isn't that, it's not a term that is scary like I thought it was. Another term that you probably will be hearing people throw around is mortgage overpayment. So let's talk about mortgage overpayment and how it works. It is something that I wish I knew earlier. If you add extra 20 to 50 pounds or even more extra to your monthly repayment, you get to reduce your total loan amount and also the interest that you pay over time. Okay, so most lenders allow up to 10% annual overpayment without penalty, and some, if you go over that, you might pay some charges. So review your terms to see if that falls within what you've signed up for. And these small habits can remove years and years from your mortgage, and you don't obviously have to do it, but you have extra cash lying around, so why not? It's one of the best ways to reduce your long-term costs. Like I always say, I'm not a mortgage advisor. Everything I share is based purely on my experience as a property owner and investor. So please seek proper, guidance before making any financial decision. All right. As I mentioned earlier, that mortgage is a good debt. Yeah, it comes with risk as well. There's risk of interest rate rising, as you know. A couple of years back, maybe 5 years back, we had a mortgage rate of about 1%. Now it's about 5%, and 4 to 5% decent mortgage rate you can get. So it's increasingly getting quite expensive. Obviously, there's unexpected home repairs as well. So that's another responsibility for you to think about, another risk. And your income becomes unstable because you're paying huge amount of towards the mortgage. So, well, every choice, like we say, has risk, even renting. So the key is really understanding them and making the right decision for your given situation. You asked, how do I mitigate any mortgage risk? I mean, here's what's really helped me to feel more secured: fixing my interest rates for maybe 2 to 3 years, keeping an emergency fund just in case there's any problem with my job or that of my husband, not borrowing the absolute maximum. Make sure that, at least you have, some money left after paying mortgage, and knowing your budget as well, defining that is very important, and overpaying when you could. I did that sometimes when I have excess money. So small decisions make a difference long term. So think wisely, and these are the things that you can do to obviously mitigate mortgage risk. I mean, I've done both, renting and buying. Honestly, renting gave me flexibility at the time, but buying gave me more stability. So renting is temporal, buying is a step towards long-term security. My opinion on mortgages is that as a property owner and investor, owning my own home changed everything for me, and it gave me, stability, confidence, and a deeper sense of, belonging. Mortgages aren't perfect. They can be quite expensive. They are a big responsibility. But for me, it was one of the, best decisions I ever made in my life.